Part of that, again, that struggle has been the injuries, and there has been yet another injury that has hit the Cubs roster today in the form of Javier Assad.
I think, I'm gonna crack another joke here. If you ever go on like DraftKings or FanDuel, there's so many different parlays you could make. I would put it this point, don't even bet on the Cubs winning. Bet on what Cubs player is going to get an injury next, and I will bet you that you will win at least $100. Oh my goodness, we've had so many injuries, and it's only been like 2.5 months, 3 months into the MLB season. I made this joke last week. Somebody has put a hit out on the Cubs in every body part. At least half our team, half our bullpen has just been beaten the crap out of. It is such a shame. We were just reading an article earlier. Javier Assad is now on the 15-day IL list with a right forearm extensor strain. And it's not just him. Yency Almonte is still on the IL, and he's on the IL for 2 months now. Uh, and I propose to you, Brandon, like now that it's Javier Assad is on the IL, what's next for our bullpen? Because I mean, he was doing great for us.
Yeah, well, so the Cubs signed, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Vinny Natoli,
Yeah.
from the Oakland A's. He'll sort of step into the bullpen, which I guess means Hayden Wesneski will effectively take Javier Assad's place in the rotation full time now. So it's just I think I saw like the statistic of like the seven like main starting pitchers that the Cubs have this year. One of them has not gone on the injured list at some point, and that's our boy Shota Imanaga. He is the only one that has been healthy this entire year. It's incredible. I mean, pitcher injuries especially are expected in baseball, but like not at this volume and not at this frequency. It's been one bad bit of news after another. Javier Assad obviously has been so excellent for the Cubs since he stepped into the rotation at the end of last year. And now losing him and losing, both his sort of versatility, as well as, his ability to pitch deeper into games than other guys, it's only going to put more strain on a bullpen that's been otherwise terrible. It's just, it's, I feel like if the Cubs were doing a little bit better, this news would like really hit me. I'd be like, oh, how are the Cubs gonna, like make do without Javier Assad for now? But now it's just like, okay, I guess it's another pitcher injury.
It's a shame too because again we talked about it earlier, about a month and a half ago. But Javier Assad was this very like young starting pitcher. This was his first like real first time in not in the majors overall, but like his first real time getting a good amount of time up as a starting pitcher, and to see his 2024 career kind of be put on hold as he's on the injury list for at least 2 weeks. It really is a shame. And again, the team isn't doing well overall. He's doing the best he can. I do worry that with an injury like this, you know, forearm is one of those injuries, especially for a pitcher, that you start to worry, is that going to lead to surgery not too far down the line? Again, he's such a young guy. I really hope this doesn't affect his career in the long run of things. I think he has such a great career. Again, if he isn't down for the count already.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, hearing forearm is scary. Hopefully, it doesn't lead to anything with the elbow or, anything like that. But yeah, again, I think the Cubs are operating on a weird timeline right now because there's urgency because if they're going to save their season, it has to happen now. And so, like Javier Assad needs to come back ASAP, but also in the same breath, you can say that, well, the season's sort of already gone at this point. Not gone, but like it's so unlikely that maybe just giving him extra time to rest to make sure that he is healthy for seasons going forward is the right play. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Cubs handle it. Obviously, hopefully he is healthy and this is just a minor injury. But one last thing I'll say, please do not let Drew Smiley take a start. I cannot watch Drew Smiley take a start for the Cubs again.